I think.
What was that, mate?
I think Jim's waiting for the Tim Tams to be brought online.
Yeah, he sent me an email saying, "Where's the Tim Tams?" I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I've got a copy of that.
Yeah, that's a bit shit. And what else has been happening, gentlemen?
I've just been trying to build the stash. Ordered another 7 kits, I think.
Hey, Mark, how are we, young man? Mark is up in Townsville. Awesome human being, great help. He's got his own online store as well. So if you're ever after kits, he's got a big stash in that, like massive.
And I'll get a pen.
Yeah, get the pen, yeah. What's the name of the store? Mark? Put it in the chat. Get the link or whatever it is. And
which channel is he on?
He hasn't got a channel.
No.
He's on
there's
Jason's.
3 live streams going out.
He's on Jason's.
Yeah, it'll be on mine, yeah. Mark's Models. Let me see if I can grab that up. We just do a Google for Mark's Models.
Oh, there he is.
What's his OnlyFans thing that it takes me straight to?
Who's Mandy White? It's not up at the moment.
What's that?
I don't know if she's. Well, there's a Mandy White. It says Mark's Models.
That's Mark's. White.
Okay. And she's also said it's not up at the moment, but we're talking about a model shop.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's in Ireland. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure about this OnlyFans thing that keeps taking me to.
Clear your browsing history.
It's got some wombat. I got heaps of wildlife. It comes up wombat OnlyFans. Oh, hang on, I'll turn that off. So yeah, have a look, boys. See, look at that. The bench. Getting there. I've managed to grab those. 1, 2, there's another one over there. They were $2 at the $5 shop each. I'm like, yep, thank you. They can come with me. So, hey, you gonna go for it, in? So, and here I was just going to say, where's Jim? And look out, Jim has turned up without his hat.
Yeah, I just woke up. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, young man.
Morning,
give me a moment. I got to go start my coffee, and I'll get the hat. I mean, I literally just rolled out of the sack right now. I had to send her home.
Again.
I had to get her out of my bed, so she's on her way home now. I thanked her and paid her well. So, be right back.
So, did she leave a walking?
To get his
or what?
What's that, Jason? I didn't hear you.
What time is the guide dog leaving?
Well, wait, I gotta deflate the love toy too. I gotta roll that up and put it away. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Bet you've got a good puncture repair kit.
Put it away wet.
Yeah, well, we know it's you, Margo. Yeah. So, Bill, we'll start with you, mate. What have you been up to? Or who have you been up to?
Nothing. Same old, man. Nothing's changed.
Well, share with the world, because I know what you get up to.
Work,
what about the rest of the world? Tell them what else, you know. What is on your bench? It looks like something new.
Oh no, just the same old spitty that you haven't started yet.
I have unboxed it and I started painting something.
Is that the tank?
Fuck off. Fuck off. Paul. Oh,
yes.
Hang on.
Careful with that finger. It might break.
Yeah, fuck you. Wombat's just sitting there smiling, the asshole.
Hey, I'm not better than you with those builds, Jake.
Uh,
Yeah, but
I
you've
still
been
got the
sick
old-
on that.
I still got the spitting pin there.
and so I'm so all of Moss's paint is just literally sitting still on that bench. Hang on, I'll show you what it looks like in real life. And where is it? Where are we?
Actually, give me my cushions. I'll drop down.
And thanks for that thing on Facebook or Instagram, Wombat.
No way.
Just that they're really good, mate. Pick me up a bit. So this is all Mosses ready to go.
Holy shit.
So yeah, and a big thanks to James and Tim that came down and they were amazing. And Wombat already knows because he's joined it.
Oh, you're talking about the wax thing?
Yeah, Raf. This guy's so RAFAEL dash ESTUDIO dash. So on Instagram build, Jim Paul. And when Jim gets back, it's a Vietnam build.
Yep.
There's 160 plus already. And we're trying to organize that everybody chucks in $10, right? And it goes straight to Rap over there. And we're looking for different Vietnam Veterans Associations for each country because he's in Switzerland. And don't like divvying it up. And whether it buys kits or whatever. Morning, Sue. Whatever it does, the money will be divvied up by RAP and it'll go to Vietnam Veterans Societies throughout each entire country. You know, it might only be $200, but that could be a kit. It could be whatever, you know, just something to help the vets, Vietnam vets. So that's what we're doing. Hey, Harry, how are you this morning? So that's going to be great. Jim, if you missed that, mate, there's a guy called Rap East Studio on Instagram. And we're doing a 6-month Vietnam build. There's 160 people involved already, minimum. I'm giving away some vouchers and everything as well. And all the money we're going to add, say, about $10 per person as a donation. That'll all be pooled. And that we're looking for Vietnam veterans across the world. Like, say there's a modelling Vietnam veterans place in the States or in England or in Switzerland or wherever, groups, and it'll be divvied up and we'll send those donations in lump sum to their bank accounts and they can use it for what they need to do.
Okay, well, sounds like a great cause. Excellent.
Yeah,
When did that start?
It's on Instagram. Rap and another guy are organising all the rules for the build and that. So I'll be doing this one.
Already built that.
And I've got to try and get the 135th. Hang on, I'll bring you up, Paul. Yeah, so I've got to get some. I'm looking for some 135th Aussie miniatures and
Firestorm.
Sign,
I've got Firestorm.
Firestorm,
and I've
Dog.
That's where
I'll
I got
stop you,
all
Mark.
my
in regards to what would be the best Huey, because I'd like, my thought is a diorama with a 118 Huey, the LZ at long tan on the evacuation side of it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
My one that I'm working on that I haven't
Hang on,
touched in
Paul.
probably a year and a half. I got all my figures, all my Australian troops from Firestorm.
Yep. That's where all mine came from.
So what size is that, mate?
148.
148. That doesn't go with 135th, does it? No.
You put it in the distance, it's perspective.
Yeah. You sit it at the
And
back of the
118,
diagram.
118 will be
In the foreground.
too big.
Yeah, so you're going to get a 132nd UH1D slick.
But, yeah, I've got one of those. I've got the Revell one.
132nd, you say?
Well, that'll go with the 135th closer.
Yeah, and we're looking at Revel, you say, Wombat?
Yeah, the one I've got's Revell. I'm just having a quick look on Sky Notes to see what I can find.
Yeah,
But it is a shit kit.
Which one's got the
Wombat, you're
Revell
coming
one?
across kind of muffled. I
What's
can
that?
hear
Yeah,
you. But
Wombat needs to change his headset.
yeah, I can hear him, but I can't make out his words.
That's all right. What's the difference?
So, Jim, how's your week been, mate?
Hey, I'm not going to say that, Paul. You guys know each other way better, so I'm not going to take a cheap shot. Jason's the only one when it comes to model building. That's it. Everything else is I play the honor system with.
Nah, mate, there's no honor system
Go
here.
for it.
Yeah, that's amongst
the piss
you
out of
Aussies.
everybody, Jimmy.
Look.
Oh, by the way,
Mango,
now that I'm
so don't
starting to
worry
wake
about
up, I just wanted to say huzzah, right? Is that how you say it? Huzzah?
Huzzah! Yeah.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
There you go.
Huzzah.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Now I'm starting to snap out of it.
Yeah,
I
that's-
remember saying that
I
every
looked at
time I
the
woke it
clock
up.
and it said 2 a.m. and then the next thing I see it's 3 a.m. So, I thought I'd be
welcome.
better prepared for this. So, I see you got some people in the chat too. Got a crowd going.
Yeah, and it's I've noticed lately it's been getting every week it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is fantastic.
Yep.
I don't know what time it is over there for young Sue. She probably doesn't need a beauty sleep, but
Be early in the morning.
Everybody break the computer.
yeah.
Is that any good?
Oh no, that's worse.
Good?
Yeah,
Um,
let's see, Wombat. 1, 2, 3, 4. How now, brown cow?
Hang on, the headset hasn't connected.
Oh yeah,
Just
it's
hang on,
kind of about the
turned
same.
So what's on everybody's benches in Chatland?
Hey,
And
let's go
Wombat,
for a painting. Hello, go for it.
what do you got cooking?
Go ahead, guys. I think my coffee's ready, so I'm going to be taking a trip to the kitchen. But go ahead and lead off.
White with milk, thank you.
It 2 sugars. Oh, actually 3 of me coffee, depending if I get it from Macca's. Wombat, what's on your bench?
Not much.
Not much?
I've ordered a few books. I haven't been doing any building at the moment.
See, I can have 3 sugars because I have no teeth, so I don't get any tooth decay. So, Paul, you've got the Tirana.
I have a Tirana on the bench. That was prime this morning in certain company's pink primer.
Whose would that be?
Hang
Some
on.
bloke. We don't know him.
That is the first bottle in Australia. In the world.
And this is the second. The
Who's got
first one is still over at the spray booth.
Oh, no, but the first one actually being used by a modeler besides me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the first one to pay and spray.
That's the Lambraro.
Yeah.
That's a 69 Camaro with a V12 in it. I thought, why not?
Yeah, because you can.
The Lamborghini wheels on it.
Yep. We got 19.
Mate.
What's that one, mate?
69 Camaro.
Oh, yeah, very cool.
Oh, looks great. Nice color.
And the engine just fits.
Yeah, but just is good enough.
Yeah, just
Yep.
spit on it. It'll go in.
If it idles smooth, it won't take the paint off the firewall.
All right. What size? What size engine you got in there?
He's got a V12 Lambo in it.
V12, I think it's a 6.2, 800 horsepower Lamborghini engine.
Whew, big one. Okay, Wayne, let's hear you.
If I find the box.
Come on back.
No, don't know where it's gone.
Check 1, 2.
Sound off like you got a pair.
Benno.
One back. Can you hear us? No, I see it's a facial movement. One back. So we've got 20 in the chat, which is amazing. I don't know if everybody's liked it or whatever, but that's cool. Yeah. What's Sue got? A gobsprack, which is a weird bird from Warhammer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Terry Senior's Hobby Bar Memorial Group, Bill. Well done. And what I thought I saw, Paul, he's got something on his bench there. Mandalorian. And he's going to be lurking.
Yeah,
he's
you're right.
Breakfast.
Yeah, he does. Revel Mandalorian nearly finished, he said. There it is. What about you, Bilge? What's going on with you? And how's the temperature? Any warmer?
It's currently 13 degrees at the moment.
Well, it's up from, what was it, 6 earlier when you were chatting on Peter's page? Okay.
Yeah, it only got to 17 though today.
Okay. Well, we hit 31.
I've spent the day out in the sun, so I could stay warm.
Well, I see the last few shows you've been tuning in with the jacket on, so I'm guessing it's pretty cool. Are you you're in your shed, right? So that's not part of the house. Yep. Okay. Nope. Okay.
Colorblind steel.
No insulation, open to the elements.
All right. Okay. Okay. How does that affect your painting, like airbrushing? Does that cause problems with the paint drying?
Actually, with Outlaw, no. I haven't had an issue yet.
Okay.
I
noticed that
the only issue I do get is if it's raining, I've got to have the water trap on.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I noticed that that's more of a problem with water-based acrylics and even Tamiya acrylic than lacquers is the humidity factor.
But if you get a spot of water hit your work and then you spray over it, you end up with a pimple.
Oh, I've had it happen. Yeah, I know. It sucks. Yeah, I've had it happen. Yep.
And Sue likes to build him a Mando. Ooh, Sue. What does the plastic monkey think of that?
He's probably still asleep because he had to go and do a wedding bus pickup last night.
That's right. He said I had to leave for work, and that was around 10 p.m. his time. That's right. Mm-hmm. I was wondering about that when I saw that. I was saying, are you working a night shift there, Paul? I didn't.
21 on board.
Okay. Wombat.
Yeah.
Let's hear you. Do a sound check.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you're still coming in over the top, but
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Bummer. That's too bad. Sorry to hear. Yeah. It's I can hear you, but I can't really make out your words, which is what a lot of people say about me, and they can hear me loud and clear. So that's the story of my life. So.
I think I'm going to shut down the computer or restart and see whether it makes any difference.
Yeah, give it a try. What the hell? Yeah, see what happens. Yeah, I see Ice Queen is telling everyone, Paul finished about 1 a.m. So he had a little bit of a now Bill, what'd you say he did? Was he driving a
wedding bus
service, a livery service?
No, he drives a bus, but he had a wedding party to go and pick up.
Ah, okay. Bus driver, huh? Oh, we got
22.
You can imagine the rowdiness.
Okay. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, wedding party. Yeah. That's almost as It's almost as bad as a football crowd after a game.
Yeah, just a bit worse.
Probably so. Yeah.
Hey, GB, good to see you, mate.
TV models. Hey, how you doing out there, buddy? Yep. So
Well,
what are
we
you
had-
doing, Jason? What's going on your bench?
You can see it at the moment. It got cleaned, but literally the week was pretty much spent getting all that order boxed up with James, who's currently in Cairns with Tim. And, Tim did really well.
Oh, it's good to hear.
And
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, they stopped by for a couple of days. It was fantastic to have their company.
And their
I tell you
labour.
what, that for a 13-year-old, he has the most impeccable manners I've ever seen.
Excellent.
Really, it was an absolute pleasure to have them both in our home. So, as I showed before, I'll bring it up again. This is all on its way to. Well, it's not. Hasn't left here. Moss is sorting out the shipping and getting it picked up. This is currently what's sitting on the up in the shed. So that's all off to the UK.
Wow.
So
What a
yeah.
bit of kit.
So you see that will be heading to Moss. So, and I was very surprised. Was it Man's Model Moments did an actual review,
Yes, he did. I missed it. I haven't watched it.
and it was absolutely off the charts. It was,
He thoroughly enjoyed it.
yeah, it was just unbelievable, and his honesty, and he actually did time lapse. Morning, Tom. Time lapse. All that sort of stuff showed he built the
Yes, sir. It's cold here.
the Epix 109 with from start to finish, weathered, sprayed an Outlaw in under an hour
Very good.
to
Very
full
good.
completed model.
With time codes.
Hey, Dominic.
Yeah, Alex. Alex is a. I tell you what, he's a man of many talents. Apparently, I mean, he's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to breaking down how paints are made up and what they're made of, and their operative chemicals and how they work. So it was an education. I don't know if you saw that video he posted. That was a week or so ago. And for me, that's good because it helps me understand the myriad of paints I have in my collection, how they work, and what would be the best for what I'm looking to use it for. So yeah, a lot of
And
information.
to hear him say that's his paint. That out of every paint, Outlaw's his paint.
That's
Don't forget Alex,
a good recommendation. So
Yeah, very much so, mate.
time out, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my coffee.
Well, you haven't got it yet.
No, I I just woke. I literally rolled out of the sack when 3 o'clock hit. So I'm still putting myself together. A little more coffee, and then I'll be a little bit better. Be right back, guys.
Mark, that's Mr. Heisenberg to you, mate. Not Jim, Mr. Heisenberg.
Okay. All right.
So, Paul,
Yes.
how far are you off finishing the Tirana?
Oh, about a year.
Okay. Very good,
It
buddy.
still,
Oh,
needs a bit of,
that's right, these things.
it still needs a bit of smoothing out.
You got some body work to do you?
Well, it's your typical Holden. It's got most of the panels are straight, but there's a few creases I've got to sort.
Very good. And that pink primer popped them up for you?
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, it's going to be pink anyway.
So basically, it's my fault.
No,
Wow.
I can't pick on Andrew because he does a nice kit.
Yeah, so it's my fault.
No, it's my fault. I sprayed it.
No,
was the
but
dumb guy.
Wombat's back. We've got him back.
How's that?
Hey,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, he's out of the bucket.
He's out of the pool.
I don't know. Laptop wasn't liking me.
No.
That's better. Now you're
Yeah.
sounding off like you got a pair.
Well, that's what he did. He went back into his wife's handbag and got him.
Oh, got his head out of the bucket.
But yeah, well, Jim was saying, so that was the week, and then I thought, oh, it's great. I haven't got any more orders in than that, and yeah, that was a stupid thing to say. As soon as half an hour after that, they came in again. So, and then I finished the championship yesterday and today for golf, which I really sucked at. I did get a good birdie today, and then I went on to make 9 on the next hole. It was great.
Yeah, what was her name?
And that wasn't on the back 9 either. And I get home and there's a message. Oh, my name's Wayne, and must be with a name. He says, "Oh, you're in town. I see you're in town." I said, "Oh, yeah." He says, "Oh, can I pop around and grab some paints?" I'm like, "Oh, no drama. Saves postage, whatever you're doing." He comes and buys 60 bottles. He says, "I made racks of this stuff. 60 bottles." He says, "I'll take," with the military, he's just gone, "Well, I'll take all the US you got there at the moment. We'll just get that. And then I'll grab the black primer." And I said, "How do you know all about this?" He says, "You're all over the YouTube and everything." He said, "I used to go up to Rockhampton and get the other Australian brand." He said, "But all over YouTube, everybody's going off that's got some. And the fact that you live a 2-minute drive, he's at the end of my street."
Really?
And
Small world.
Yeah.
and
small world
yesterday,
is right.
he spent yesterday making an actual outlaw paint rack so he could start getting the whole series. I said, "Mate,
Yeah, modelers,
up
they're
to
everywhere.
26, folks."
Hey,
I'm
Chase, I
sorry.
don't know whether you mentioned it already. Did you see, speaking of YouTube, that Alex at Man's Model
We
Minutes had
just
done
did, yeah, mate, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. And I've got to thank Mark, because Mark sent it through. And I'm like, "Hey, Scotty."
Scott's Models
Um,
is in. Hello, Scott. Evening
G'day,
t-shirt.
And I thought, I just saw the picture and I thought, I'll have a peek. And then it was, is it all a hype? And then obviously it is, because it went up, and the next morning on Instagram it came up, and YouTube, well, and the Wix tells me where people are looking at the website. So between when it came up and within 24 hours, there's 150 people from about 30 different countries that had signed into the website and put their details in. Scotland, Ireland, Eastern Province, Germany, Spain, Italy, Hong Kong, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Athens, Switzerland, Norway, 5 from Finland. It was just, and Bob and I are just going, because it just got this list, and usually there's 3 people on your site or these visitors, and the whole world was going. I'm like, we just couldn't fathom what we were looking at. It was like, wow. So
Yeah. Well, you're growing up. Outlaw Paints is growing up, Jason. Congratulations.
yeah.
Did you ring every one of them?
Oh, mate, absolutely. I gave him your number for the.
Customer complaints.
Yeah,
every
right.
time
Any complaints, take to Mr. Paul Price. Yeah.
Every time I go on Jason's site, just looking at the paint, go what I'm going to build next, and then all of a sudden, the phone goes off and you're on the website again.
Yep, absolutely. Because it's like when
Sorry,
Wombat's on.
to buy your paint.
Yeah,
I'm in no way affiliated.
he's not. He's fucking not. He won't take discounts. He won't do this. He won't do fucking that.
Well, what have I been
And I want
doing?
you automated checkouts.
Yeah. So what I'm considering, and we'll talk about this after, is as a thank you to all you guys. So a real yeah, so might be a bit hard for you, Jimmy, but we'll get it. We'll get something sorted for you, mate.
Oh well, yeah. You don't have
Had
to,
a
Paul.
talk to your
Paul.
Mrs. Outlaw.
I thank you for just letting me hang out with all you guys. This is
Mate, we're privileged.
this has been a great fun. I mean, a great time for me every time I'm on. So thanks very much. I appreciate it. Oh,
So-
I meant to ask you. Of course I could just look up the catalog and see myself. But while I got you on here, do you have Italian World War II aircraft colors? But
No, but I can make 'em.
Aeronautica.
I can make them.
Okay, just curious because what have I been doing? Well, I had a backfire last night with this paint I was using, and it was an old acrylic color called, I don't know if you guys remember the name, Polyscale paints, Polyscale, like
Yeah.
Polly-Wanna-Cracker.
Yeah,
It's
they're an old
American brand.
Oh, aren't they?
Poly-S or Polyscale was the name of it. Let me get a bottle. I'll show you. Maybe the label will be familiar. Be right back.
Prize,
Heard
mate.
they're good.
Full Ball's working on a VK. I think he's working on it at the moment.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not-
Ooh.
Now, let me get the reflection.
I've even got the paint code.
So do I. What is that?
Andrew, we need a VE.
There you go. That
Jason already makes the paint.
that is something called Polyscale acrylics, and these are old paints, long gone. I bought them at a modeling swap meet. I think I bought them for like $0.25 each, and they're still good. They still work. But last night I ran into one that wasn't working well, and Bill, you were just talking about having stuff spray all over your model when you think the paint's coming out. Well, that's what I had with this, and thank goodness it's alcohol based, and it was on a lacquer color on top. It was going on top of, because I was able to literally take rubbing alcohol and wipe it away without damaging the paint underneath. And I wound up binning the color, which is a really nice Italian dark green. That's why I was asking if you've got it.
Jim, can I make a suggestion? And anybody who's listening, in my meager 51 years of building, when I got into airbrushing and that, especially airbrushing, I had plastic spoons. I got them off eBay. I use them to test Outlaw. But before I spray anything on anything, I get the gun and I do a quick spray out of my cup, straight onto the plastic, on the spoon, making sure that my gun's spraying nice and even, and then I don't have to be wiping shit off eventually.
Oh, it was working very well, and then it wasn't. And I couldn't determine whether it was too thick, too thin. And after a while, I just gave up. I emptied the paint out of the brush, cleaned the brush, and threw out the paint. And all of that was done with plenty of cuss words. And I'm glad no one was around.
So you use profanity?
Oh, quite. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Good old, that.
Good old
Jason,
Chicago.
if you use
Good old
brand
Chicago.
called the Outlaw, you'll have no problems.
What's that?
Sorry, Jim, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh no, that's okay, Paul. Go ahead. What did you just say?
I was just telling Jason, if he's having problems with his paint, just get this brand called Outlaw.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
it sprays on great. It washes out easy.
Yeah, you know what the trouble is? You got to have fucking time to use it. And you know, I mean, ever since I did this, and it's not bitching or whinging or moaning, but
Much.
No, well, fuck you to the moon and back. But I love you. Like, by the time I finished up there, and I get back and I forget health issues and all that other shit that's going on, I get to sit down. I'm like, because I'm upstairs, it's like I look over and I go, the stairs, model room, model build, fuck off. The only time I want to get up those stairs again is to go in that shower and have a bit in the bed. It's like, ah. Oh. And Bub, she's been amazing. Mrs. Outlaw. She said, well, why don't you move back, take my other lounge room and set that up like the first time we had it? And I'm like, well, I can't do that because, you've got your hips and every other, physical thing going on.
She needs her space too.
And she does, because she has to stay in the same house as me. And,
God, she's a strong woman.
She's a very strong woman, mate.
Well, look,
And
Sue's got it all figured out. Monkey's upstairs. She's
Monkey's upstairs,
downstairs.
she's
It works.
downstairs.
It
Yeah,
works.
that's real marital bliss. Yep, that's how it is.
but yeah, I just and that's what sucks. But I have all the colours. I'm not ever going to worry about. Well, I just want to get up and spray, but I don't want to be so tired all the time about it. So I did receive the second Supernatural, by the way. It's up there. Paul, I'll be asking you some hints and tips to where to scribe and cut out on the doors and the boot.
Don't.
At all builds, that's the one you need to finish.
Yeah, and hinging and stuff like that.
Well, don't ask me.
Oh, hinging.
Style.
What's his name?
Check with Jess.
Cardrooms and styrenes. He is flipping whiz when it comes to like scratch building doors and making hinges and doing all that sort of shit. Cardrooms and styrene. He's phenomenal.
Awesome. Can you send me that link, whatever, mate? Message, whatever, please.
Yeah, the easiest way I've found with making doors work is buying die cast.
Yeah. Yeah. No, mate. Brilliantly done. It's like they're factory built.
They were.
The effort you must have put into that.
I've got to keep it dusted. Jim, that's called a Tirana.
That's a car. 308 5 litre.
There we go. Nice.
Hang on.
A little bit more to your right, Paul. There you go. Yeah. Sweet.
There's a 5 litre V8 in that.
That's an SLR 5000.
Well, if there's 5 liter V8 in that, there's not much car for that engine to carry in terms of weight.
Nope.
You got
They're
a
very
heavy-duty
fun to
rear end
drive
on those
too.
things to keep them on the ground.
They go like a dog shot in the ass.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet they do. Is there any? It's Excuse me a second.
They're not much bigger than a Ford Escort, really.
They're a little bit bigger.
All right, let's say a Cortina then. About the same size as
About a
Cortina.
Cortina size. Hang on. How do we describe a Cortina to an American?
Depends. Are we looking at it on a tow truck?
Usually.
Well, okay, half a rollback. There you go.
What year Cortina?
Any.
Hang on.
The Tirana, or the original Tirana, Jim, this one, was based on the Vauxhall Viva.
Hang on. Let me do this.
And that is what an old car.
That's a 73 GTR XU1
Okay.
Tirana Holden.
And they
What
used
we
to put
did with the
V8
Viva chassis was throw the 4-cylinder away and stick a 3.3 litre straight 6 in it.
or a 2538.
Here we go.
Or a 350, but they do fit.
There it is. Okay.
That's a Cortina.
Okay.
It's actually a shiny one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rare.
4.3.
Pretty flashy and stylish front end there with the grill work and the 4 headlights. I like it.
It's an English car trying to be American.
Yep.
Well, if you wanted to be American, an older American car, there's not nearly enough chrome on there.
Jeff.
No.
Jim, it's
Yes,
time
sir.
to say huzzah, mate. Jeff is on board.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
I got to
Huzzah.
practice that in the mirror. See, that's why I got to wake up early. I got to set my alarm. See, I got to get up about 2, brew the coffee, have my first round of that, and practice the huzzahs. Oh, there's Paul. He signed
Paul's
today.
in,
Plastic
Plastic
Monkey.
is in.
Morning,
How-
Monkey.
Hey, monkey.
Hey, monkey.
He's still driving the bus.
No, he's probably just finished cleaning up all the vomit.
Oh, how's
Yeah.
this, gentlemen? Young Jeff, Satan Water Buffalo's Sergeant at Arms, and the Prez, they're getting me to play at Bonneville. They take me to Bonneville in October, so it's going to be a week, about 3 days of golf and 4 days of camping. Hey ho, Obby time. Geez, the numbers are kicking in
Hey,
here.
Bob's in the house too.
Bob's in the house. I sent him a link, but
Hey Ed, how's it going?
Where are you, Ed?
There he
You
is.
hippie.
Yep.
That's it.
That's why it's quiet.
Yeah. Leonard Skinner's love child. That's
Show
it.
your age, George.
Yeah.
So is Paul Plastic Monkey? Is he a bus driver? Is that his occupation?
Both Sue
That's
and
what he
Paul.
tells us.
Okay. Well, we've got the British Ralph Cramden.
But we've also got. He might be able to drive a bus, but his main job is driving Ice Queen
Sue crazy.
mad.
Well, hey, if you're not driving
he
each
does
other
a
mad,
better
I don't
job
think
at
you have a successful marriage. I just
yeah.
recall my mom and dad.
I'm just we again, like I'm looking. We got up to our numbers are going up on the channel, boys, and it's unreal to have all these people in with us, and we really appreciate it.
Well, it's the timing, Jason. I think when you go on, I mean, it's not helpful to us Americans, but when you go on at 6 p.m. your time, that's 9 a.m. UK time. That's perfect Sunday morning time for them. It's not too early. It's not too late. So you got it right. So if it's 9 a.m. in the UK, it's 10 a.m. in mainland Europe. So you're doing great there as far as your European audience and your Aussie audience. Well, they're always going to be there. Your Aussie mates are always going to sign in.
I just thought about when I thought about changing the times and doing the alternate times. I thought, well, we've got all you lovely guys in the US, great people over there, and
yeah, I appreciate it. But there's 3 of us. There's the 3 of us, and then I'm looking at most of these people that are on the comments. They're all Europeans or Aussies. And Kiwis out there, I apologize. Yeah, I don't want to.
Hobby Times is American.
Oh, is he really? Oh man, see, I've never met a lot of these people. Like we're any face-to-face chat, just their names. I've made a few acquaintances with people on other live chats, like on Peter's. He a couple of weeks ago had a bunch of us sign in, and I met some people face-to-face who I'd seen only as a sign-in name, and I got to know a couple of them. Well, you're right. We're right here in the U.S. I didn't know it.
Yeah, and it's just an honor to have people in here, and
yeah, it is. You're right. I mean,
I'm just glad I'm not scaring anybody.
Well,
I'll tell you what, if your viewers are going up and I'm still appearing, then you're onto something good. So, what I was going to say is that this kind of community thing totally motivates my modeling. I mean, it's like I want to get stuff done so I can share it, whether it's put in front of the computer right in front of me right now, or whether it's posting on somebody's Discord, or posting to there's a modeling page out there on the internet called iModeler.com, iModeler, all one word. And I just posted a couple of I call them articles on there where I show my photos and an explanation of the kit build. So if you guys want to go on there, you'll see some of my work on there. I don't post a whole lot, but when I do, I tend to do it in bursts. Like I did this past week, I did 2 separate models. One of them was that Achilles I'm working on, and the other one was an aircraft. So you go to iModeler.com, and it's open to anyone and everyone, and any kind of medium you want to do. If you want to do aircraft, ships, cars, figures, Lego, sci-fi, anything. Paul, you would probably break the bank if you posted on there with all your various modeling subjects. You might cause an overload.
Oh, I'd have to wait for the sun to be in the right spot.
I'm sorry?
I'd have to wait for the sun to be in the right spot.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is that you've got so much stuff and on such a varied mediums that you'd be all over the place on that thing. It's okay. You know, it's a good thing because it's open to anyone and everyone. And some people post a couple photos, others post like me 30 on my last one because I'm a nut. But yeah, it's open to everyone and anyone. So you want to go check it out sometime. I like it because it's just regular people like us building models and putting them out there.
There's the pen.
What are you doing, mate?
And if Monique's watching, it's icky sticky.
Ah, okay. Yeah, well, I've been using that icky sticky Flexi CA glue. Hold on. I'm gonna go get my stuff. What I've been working on outside of the.
Okay. What was that website called again, Chip?
What's that, Paul?
What was that website again?
Oh, okay. The letter I, modeler, the word modeler. That's all one word, .com.
Oh, we'll check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a channel. It's just it's on the internet. So you go out there and you'll find it in no time. Let me just show you what I've been working on. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's coming back. So what's what's plans for you this week, mate? Paul?
Work on the Dodge Charger, the Lambraro, the 23 Camaro, and hopefully get back to the Eagle.
Okay.
And then hobby shops keep sending me their half price specials.
Because you keep ordering them.
Yeah.
Well, I see it, I have to get them. Yeah, and actually, it's got the right name on it.
Yeah, it's not the Bounty Hunter ship or whatever it was they tried to pop it up as.
So there's that one to do now.
Hey, Paul, what scale's that?
188. Go figure. Oh, he includes a movie poster. Hang on. Where's the button?
Ooh. Kid in the candy store.
Here we go.
I did have the original movie poster, but my son stole it.
You gotta love that Rebel wrong end opening fucking box.
Yeah. I wonder why we don't stack them anywhere.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
It's worth the $80.
Absolutely.
So they can go up with the Falcon and the Razor Crest. Why,
Rebel? Getting the fee of it.
I'm not getting the rest out. I'll lose it. We'll start building it. Oh.
What else, mate? You've got something else. You bought a few things. Let's have a peek.
I did buy a couple of things. Excuse me while I restack the shelf.
Righto. We'll excuse you. And then we'll get on to Jim and... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Meh.
I don't know how Bird A made any money, but $60.
Happy days.
And then their first one. Oh, God, it's bloody heavy. Oh. And as I said before, I don't know where I'm going to build it. Put it when I spill.
Wow, that's not a bad kid, that one, mate.
Oh, wow. Is that the 32nd scale?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Where are you going to put that? In another shed?
He's going to hang it off the roof.
I'm gonna have to build a shed to put it in.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Oh man, that's beautiful. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
polyester version. Okay, that's the Garden Nose B24, the early version. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I love the box art. The box art's the polyester raid they're flying.
What's the wingspan on that thing, Paul?
1 meter, 1050
Holy
meters.
shit!
Yeah, hang it from the roof.
I don't think the roof can hold it up.
Shit, that's over 3 feet wide. Whoa.
40 inches.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's almost. Yeah, it's roughly 3 1/4. Wow, or 3 1/3.
Big bird.
Freaking big.
39 and a bit inches to a meter.
Yeah.
Good away trip over.
Okay. All right. Are we ready? We ready?
Hang on,
Jason?
we're ready. Hang on, mate. Let me get out
Come on,
of
Jim.
here.
I'm gonna get
Get me
the
off full
I'm gonna
screen.
get the bad experience out of the way first. So you want to cue me? There we are. Okay. First of all, hello everyone. This
When
is
I
what
did-
went wrong. I was painting this. This is my
Becky.
Folgore, my Maki C202 Folgore. Nice airplane. Nice kit too. It's old Hasegawa. But it was on this side right here. And this is where the airbrush, the paint was coming out in bursts. And yes, Jason, I did test it before and it went south on me and I had enough. I literally binned the paint. It's in the garbage. I threw it out. I'll find another dark green in my collection to finish it off. But this is what I got done. So this was cut short last night.
Watching, not Outlaw.
Yeah, well, if it was there, I'd get it. This is the let me put this up here. And
Oh, this is. Yes, I do have a retirement plan.
He's gone. He's gone.
Who pushed the wrong button?
No, I didn't touch any button.
Jim? Hello, Jim.
He's not there. He's not even in the He's
Big Brother's got him.
Yep.
goes. So
Area
hopefully he's
51,
back here. Here he
51.
goes. Here he goes.
stupid
Let's
me.
try
I
that again, mate.
hit the space bar. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let me see if I can get this back up. Okay, this is the Achilles as it is right now. I was adding some extra gear to the to the rear engine deck, the sides, added a jerry can bracket with some wire, added some extra gear, got in my spares box, and I've been doing more and more work with the dust and the dirt on this thing, and got a tow cable put on there, made that out of wire, because I don't know if anybody's built any new Tamiya kits, and they've been doing this for a long time. They give you string to represent a tow cable, and it looks like shit when it's assembled. So shame on you guys at Tamiya. That to me is a big
Shame.
pet peeve. That's really unnecessary. Okay,
Pull strings wire and a little bit and twist it.
yeah, I got plenty of wire hanging around, all different gauges, so I can make my
Jim,
own, which is
just
what
a
I did with
suggestion.
this.
Jim,
But-
just as a suggestion in the future,
Yes, sir.
electric guitar strings.
What was that, Paul?
Electric guitar strings.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Ow!
You'll get about 2 dozen out of it.
Son of a bitch. Just poke myself with some wire. There you go. Now, what am I
Metal
holding?
tracks.
That's Fruel model tracks for my Tiger 1. That's how much I got done so far. Not much. I'm kind of trudging along on this. I've been spending more time on the Achilles and trying to get that damn airplane done because I got something else coming up after that. And of course, here's the good old Fruel tracks. And we get that so it's not reflecting too bad. But yeah, this is you can't get any better than this, folks. I know there's plenty of alternatives out there, but when you got a big beast like this and you need that metal track look, you go with the metal track. So for me, Fruel is the way to go. They're expensive, but They're worth it. I mean, the track set cost double the cost of the kit. I bought the model for $20 at a swap meet, and so
I
that's
agree with you.
yeah. So that's what I got going on. You can bring me back into the group, Jason. Thanks.
You can come back to the fold.
Yes, thank you very much. And thank you, Ice Queen. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. There you go. That's Panther. Yeah, let's see that one, Jason. Let's go to
Hang on.
That's
Paul.
with metal tracks.
Is that what's the kit? Is that the
I
old
think it was
Tamiya
the
kit?
Tamiya one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's the original. That model has been around since, oh my God, it's donkey years in age. And they're still making that. Tamiya is still making that. You know why? Because people are buying that. That's one of their biggest selling models, from what I've heard.
And the metal tracks add weight to the kit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Makes it feel right.
Yes. And it gives it that look that armor had.
I mean, the Tiger I have has got the Lincoln length.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only reason it feels like it's got the weight to it is because it's a mini art.
Yeah. Is that the full interior?
Yeah, I was stupid.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be joining the fold real soon. I'm going to be getting the full interior Puma kit that they just released. Yeah, that looks great.
Shit.
Whoops, you lost a hatch. You lost the driver's
That's
hatch.
only the driver's hatch.
Okay. Dominique, which brand are you talking about that's easier to make than Fruel? Because I've seen a few out there, but most of them are resin. And for the Tiger and things like the Tiger and the Joseph Stalin and the T-34 and the Panther, the plastic and resin ones don't do it for me because they don't show the weight quite as much as metal. But what brand are you talking about specifically, Dominique? If you can get that out there, I'd appreciate it because I'll look at any and all alternatives if I can find them. I can't tell you how many brands of tracks I got sitting in my spares box that I tried as alternatives, and some are okay and others are a failure.
Sorry, just spilt thinners.
So,
Well done.
Wombat, do you build any armor or just aircraft?
Yeah, I do armor. I've got a heap of bits sitting around. I'm thinking about where Jason mentioned before about the Vietnam group build, so I'm trying to work out what I'm going to build there. But I've also got picked up. Jason, you want to go full screen?
I do, mate. I do. Just for you.
Cheers.
You're welcome,
I
mate.
picked up a conversion set from Jason Miller up in Arms Corps Models up in Queensland for the Australian Leopard. So
very
all
good.
3D printed stuff. So that will go with. Hang on, I think I've got the kit here. So
It's amazing when you don't put your head in a bucket of water, mate.
yeah, I know. So that goes with the Leopard 103 A4. So that'll be converting that over to an Aussie AS1.
Yeah.
Most of the
kit.
armor I've got. Sorry.
It's a good kit.
Say again, Paul. Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
kit.
Yep. And so most of the armor I've got is either Vietnam era or modern stuff. So
Okay. Yeah.
and I'm also looking at
Modern
doing
stuff I don't really go
Jace.
for too much. You know, the two I do like and I would build if I could would be the Merkava and the Leopard 1, the very first Leopard. I like that one because it's got the rounded turret.
Yeah. I like the Aussie stuff obviously with the M113s and like the Leopard. I've got it. I think I've got 5 M1 Abrams kits that I want to do up as well.
Have you
So a
built
couple of
main
them will
kits
be.
before?
Sorry.
Have you built
Me?
main
No.
kits before? Yeah, neither
No.
have I. I haven't tried one yet.
And the other thing I got when I went to Model Expo last week or the week before, picked up Hasegawa Corolla.
Oh,
So
nice.
if anybody's been looking and following on socials, they'll know that I've been trying to collect a heap of kits to do Possum Born rally cars. But I'm also going to extend that to do some other, Possum was a Kiwi, but do some of the Aussie drivers. So do an Ed Ordinsky, Neil Bates, and Ross Duncan. And so Aussie rally drivers from, like the late 80s, 90s era. So, and I picked up Studio 27 decal set for that Hasegawa as well. So doing
be
that.
careful with Studio 27.
Yeah.
They can be very thin.
Yeah, I've had a look. I picked up a heap lately, mostly stuff for the possum build. Most of it looks okay. I've got some decal repair solution that I picked up as well. So hopefully, if they're too thin and they're cracking, I can use that. So hopefully, most of the ones
Just
I've got will
don't
be
use the
okay.
Tamiya ones.
No, I actually picked up because I ordered most of those stuff from Club Marketa in Japan, and I picked up some of their Saigon decal
Okay.
repair solution. So I'll give that a try if we have any problems.
No, because I recently did the SO Peugeot.
Yep.
With Tamiya decals on it.
Looks good.
The only way I got the decals to sit down was a heat gun and Tamiya thinners.
So did you say they were the kit decals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The X28 settled them down.
Yeah, I've got a heap of Tamiya ones there, but most of the decals I've got are going to be aftermarket. So mostly Studio 27, Shunko, and Regi.
Yeah. I've heard that Studio 27 could be a bit hit and miss.
Yeah,
Some are great, just fall apart with the solution.
Yeah, I used some years ago that I had. I was on one of the Tamiya Formula One kits, some of the Marlboro aftermarket stuff, and they were pretty ordinary. But these ones, most of the ones I've got now look pretty good. So we'll see when I actually get around to using them.
That's my Leopard.
Oh, looks nice.
Yeah, well, I'm getting. Jace at Armscore was pretty keen on me to do the build and put it up on the YouTube, so I kind of want to do that one for him.
Cool.
I did do the Ames one A1 in our first slot of colours.
Yep.
But my eldest daughter has that. She works for the DOD. So she got that in a clear plastic case for her office desk.
Okay.
Hey, Sue or Paul or whoever else is in the UK, tell me where these places are, could you please? Because there's people sitting on it right now. Abingdon, Oxford, UK, and Cumbernauld, NLK, United Kingdom. So Abingdon, Oxford, I'm guessing that is, and Cumbernauld, NLK.
Oh, concentrate too much.
Whereabouts are those places?
In England.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Bloody hell, who needs Google?
You said Paul.
Yeah, Paul, Plastic Monkey, you bookhead.
Oh, sorry.
You know, another method to make thicker decals like here we go. Harry's giving you an answer, Jason.
Okay, Cumbernauld is in Scotland, rightio.
You were close.
Don't be picking on the bloody Scots, all right? Come down there, I'll kick your ass.
Well, that was... Yeah, no. I'd stick to modelling, mate.
And we got another answer from Ice Queen.
Oxford's in the middle of the country. Bet you they still can't play fucking cricket.
Wait a minute. You Oxford, but what was that name in front of it? Abingdon?
Okay,
Abingdon,
it is.
Oxford?
Abingdon. Abingdon. Abingdon.
Yeah, Abingdon. All right. Yeah,
Abingdon. And Monkey said he doesn't have a clue, and he's a bus driver.
Well, we're not getting on his bus, are we?
I hope he knows where London is.
It'll be a magical mystery tour. It'll be full Beatles.
Yeah, that'd be okay.
Go for a trip with Plastic Monkey. You never know.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
I just see those absolute wankfest bloody climate protesters put yellow paint on Stonehenge.
Oh yeah. What? Now I heard something happen. What was it specifically that was done? What kind of vandalism was committed?
They sprayed orange
Why,
paint
you-
all over it.
Orange paint all over Stonehenge.
Oh fuck!
Uh,
You
why can't you shoot them on the spot?
draw and quarter them
Because you leave
publicly?
stone chips in Stonehenge.
Shit.
Just wing them on the foot first, and then put one in them.
Oh man.
How did you get some, Hobby Time? How did you get some outlaw paints?
Probably through Ed.
He could have too.
Well, I'll
I'd say
tell you
that, or
what,
he stuck it in your shop one
Oh
night.
no, hang on. Remember you used Hobby Time did a spray out like last year sometime of Outlaw. You sent him some.
Yeah, but no, he's got like he said he just finally got it. Moss. He got them from Moss. Yeah. This beautiful
Mystery
southwest. Is it still
Excellent.
cold there, Sue? Do you?
yeah, from
Cold
what
is relative.
I'm hearing, everybody in the UK is going through a pretty cool month of June there.
Do you still wear 5 layers of clothing to go to bed in? Or just
what was I going to say was okay, so it's been defaced. All right, so that's what happened. Okay, see, I'm slow to get the news because I don't listen to or watch news here in America because it's basically garbage. And
You just
That's
gotta
why
be
we
okay.
have YouTube.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I agree, Paul. Yeah, I can control what I'm seeing and what I'm listening to and what I'm watching, but no, it's an issue I just prefer to skirt here in the United States because not only is it not, and I'm not questioning the authenticity of any of it. I'm just saying it's such a freaking mess on just about every level here in America. No thanks. I don't want any part of it. I'll just blissfully read books, build models, and watch other men and ladies build models too, and talk.
Is that as long as it got pictures, isn't it, Jim? Come on.
I'm sorry.
Picture books. As long as those books are pictures, you're good.
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
You
you're
don't
right.
know the
Nobody
words
else
in it.
without picture books. And we're not talking about Hustler, Jim.
Yeah, nah,
No, we're
yeah,
talking
nah.
about this. We're talking about this. That's got lots of pictures and some good text too.
Oh, that's what you showed us last week. Yeah.
Yes. That's the kind of stuff there you go. That's the kind of stuff I put in time reading. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you are, Paul.
And-
Yep.
And Paul's he's gonna put up.
Yep. There you go. I like that. Australian service. Huzzah.
Huzzah!
I think I've got 7 of these in this series.
Well, I've got a few that I can reminisce through. Just over here.
Oh, I see Ed's sent a couple comments. One, he's talking about the decal solution, Microsol. Yeah, the red bottle. It is good stuff, Ed. I've been using it since I was 14 years old when I bought my first microscale decal sheet. Go ahead, Jason. You're on.
Here we go. So we've got that one. That one.
Popular Mechanics. Wow.
This one.
That magazine delivered to the house.
This one's from 1962.
Oh, sweet. That looks nice.
This is from 1956.
Ah, good old Victor.
1958.
Oh, nice.
2 free plans, 2 and 6.
Yeah.
61.
Come, hey.
Back's getting better. Hobby time. I can, mate. We have a chat about that.
Oh, nice. I love the art on the front of the magazine covers. That's
Yeah, I think
1950s.
62. Local
Oh,
190.
sweet. Okay, very nice.
With
What's
the
this one?
tail
19.
carefully hit.
61. Have a look at these. Are these a couple of Cessnas, are they? No, Piper Comanches from 1961.
Very good.
What is that? the Fiat G91. I don't know what happened to the front, but these are just so old. But there's a lot of colour photographs inside, and really good detail stuff. So
Oh, the old scale modeler. Oh, yeah, I remember that from my youth. Yeah, scale modeler. Used to get that at the local hobby shop.
have a look at the old
You get a good idea what American products were available back then.
look at that Cox
Yep.
slot cars.
Yep, Cox slot cars. I remember those. Yep, I remember the controller. Yep. Where's Travis? I bet he would love seeing that.
Oh yeah, I might actually give him that, because
He'll use it.
Oh,
Oh, Lysander.
Lysanders. Hey, is anybody from Airfix watching?
what's this from 61 again?
I've got the Edward one.
Yeah, Paul. Who made that Edward kit? Is that theirs?
Edward. Yes. The great kit too.
The Curtis Racer.
Oh, nice.
The Eamon.
Oh, the Stearman. Yeah, the venerable Stearman. Yep.
1957.
Ah,
So
SE5.
did you get all that new, Jason?
What's that?
Did you get all them new?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I did. I bought them off the shelf. You fuck.
Oh,
Where did you find these, Jason? Where'd you come
My
across?
younger brother owns an antique store,
Okay.
and a guy. I've got about another 30 or 40 of these, and he just came in and said, "Oh, did he want them?" Didn't tell him. Just
Okay.
said, "Oh, these have been collected by my grandfather or somebody," and yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I've got a few pornos myself.
Hang on. Yeah,
No,
up,
you're right.
mate. Oh,
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Control yourself, Jason.
second-hand bookshops are great.
Yes,
Put
they
it
are.
back up. Put it back up. Put it
Yes,
back up.
they are, Paul. I agree.
Sorry.
I
I'm in the
found some
mood.
good stuff there myself.
I'm in the mood. Oh, look at that. Oh,
Aircraft books don't sell real good in second-hand shops.
No, they don't. No,
You
it's
know
too
what?
niche for a lot of people.
if you hold that up again, I'm going to give a new meaning to the word icky sticky. Ah,
Oh,
good your chest.
oh, Mark 8. I like that. I
Ah.
like that. Love it.
Mark 9. Nah, not a Mark 9.
It is. Oh, it's a Mark.
is,
Hang on. Retractable tail wheel, Mark 5.
Yeah, see, I told you it wasn't Mark 9. Thank you.
Yeah, Mark 9 was the bits.
Mark 8 had the pointed rudder, I thought.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Righto,
First photo
Bilge.
you showed was of a pointed rudder stick.
That's my porn.
Oh, nice.
That book's
Seaman overboard.
hey.
Seaman overboard.
That's about it's 2001. I've got a big stack of them, but they're all buried under Commodore magazines, which are my other naughty reading material.
See, I thought I was doing well where I had these from what are these ones? These are the 70s, but Jason's are older than mine.
Yeah, oh, that's okay. And you want to read a book full of disappointment? Hang on. You got them? Woo! Cool.
I've got some old Airfix ones there somewhere too. I don't know where they are though.
And this is the Americans and the English people might not know about this, but everybody else will understand what my disappointment is at the moment.
It's your own fault.
Football?
Rugby league,
rugby.
mate. Rugby league.
Okay.
This.
Hang on, what are you doing, mate?
This is just one of my stacks of Commodore books.
Oh, jeez.
That
They're
looks
all
like my
straight-
stretch machine collection.
Yeah, except these are all Commodores. That's
What do
just
you got
one
there,
of my-
Paul? Oh, okay.
Ooh. Ooh. All right, we're going one up and shit, are we?
Well, hang on.
Where's Jimbo?
Where is it?
So hang on. Where was I looking?
I'll be back in a sec.
You're right, mate. Somebody asked me in regards to creating some paint. Yeah, hobby time. Mate, if you can send me some codes, email me some codes, hobby time, and I will look into them, mate. Because I know for a fact that Moss wants to increase the RAF and the UK range as well. So
Okay, Paul. And who's that?
Peter Brock,
King of the mountain.
Okay.
Mount Panorama.
Hey, Jason, check the
Building.
comments. Ed sent you something.
We did too. Thank you very much, Ed. I'll check the email or wherever I'm supposed to check.
Damn, want to get that ear rub out before. Oh, you got everybody digging deep there now, Jason.
Hang on. What, Paul? Yep. Uh-huh.
What else we got?
Okay.
Have you got Greg Norman there?
The Great Race?
Was that Greg Norman?
Which?
Did you put up
The
Greg
second
Norman?
one. The second one you showed.
The second one I showed.
Yeah.
Get Greg Norman's 50 Years of Holden.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought I saw
so.
Greg Norman.
Yeah.
That's it. Bathurst?
Yes.
Are those videotapes?
Yes. VHS tape.
Yeah.
Rocky?
Wow. You got a player that works?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. Now I'll tell you what, that qualifies as a genuine working antique. It really does, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
Wombat or the
That's great.
machine.
I wish I had a VCR that worked, because I still have videotapes.
Oh, we've seen that one, Paul. We've got Paul. Put it back.
I had to get it out.
Oh my!
I've got it out.
God.
I've got it out.
He's whipped it out.
He whipped it out again.
Like through rock.
Where were you? What were you doing there before, Bill?
Let's go with Bill, Jason.
I've got the complete collection of these.
On DVD?
Yep.
Ah.
And then
Oh.
got it for my 40th birthday. And it is full of hip bits, fiddly pieces. Where is it? Oh.
What was that? Was that a handwritten letter?
Basically. And in here somewhere is also a build document. Well, a
Build.
replica.
Dear Alex, please stop stalking me, Peter Brock.
Then there's a letter from Bev.
And talk to your mate Paul.
Ah, here we go. In the front cover. So there's medal presented to Peter Brock, Jim Richards for their 1980 Bathurst win, replica of a vehicle logbook.
Wow, very nice.
Lots of neat stuff.
That's something you keep forever.
And then
Unless
then
you've got a son like mine.
a mag like that.
Awesome.
He
What was
read
that,
a
Paul?
hardcover. Unless you've got a son like mine.
And
When he was 6, he lent a book I had called The History of Holden Racing. Big hardcover book. The best book in the world for stopping pub fights.
Yeah.
Led it to his mate across the road. I never saw it again.
Damn. So when you get this Honda, how long is it going to take you?
Well, it depends how long it takes you to make the colour for it.
Wow.
Yeah, the challenge has been thrown down, Jason. The gauntlet has been dropped.
So
Well,
next
Honda
year,
did
I
use
reckon
their
we'll
own
be good.
Honda did use their own Formula One colour.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
And it'll probably take me 2 years to get up enough nerve to start it.
And you know how hard it is to track down that F1 colour?
I imagine it's probably not very easy.
No. To me, it's come close to it.
Well, they
But
should.
according to the research I've done and my connections in Japan, it's only close. It's not even. It's close.
It was probably the wrong day of the week for the paint manufacturer.
Oh, Tamiya, they just run whoever makes it. Yeah, for Tamiya.
It was made on a Friday. We'll use that one.
Yeah. So
Best to get it made on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday when people are focused on their work. That's the old saying here in America. Get something made on Monday or Friday and it's messed up.
Yeah, never buy a Monday car or a Friday car.
Right. There you go.
Left it one at Bathurst.
and that was the compliment I got in an email last week. Thanks for making the same colour twice.
Well, I would have said you're welcome.
The exact same colour twice. Yeah.
It's not your fault everybody used it.
So it's very lucky. Very, very lucky. But again, when James and Tim came up, they're going to be back here probably Thursday, Friday. I'm not sure, but
Is that when you have to get the American order out?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm waiting on young Ed to see if he can get some more. You'd think Jim would give him a bell and say, "Hey, throw some more in." So make an order.
Well, we'll see. You get some Italian colors. I could use it right now. I could use some Italian dark green camo.
Within 7 days, I'm not producing you Italian colors.
The Italian job. There it is.
I could walk on water.
Actually, I could probably use your black green, Jason. You make this great black green. You sent that was in one of those paints you sent me in the gift set with the dragon half track. I could probably paint that on there and just go over the other green that's on top of it and just basically start all over again.
Yep. It's
sounds like painting.
Because I won't, and you all know, I just can't go. That's close enough.
No, we know that.
I'm something wrong in the head, but that's just me, and you all know that too. Who chuckled then? Fucking wombat.
Yep, typical bloody mango.
Fucking mangoes. Fuck me then.
But we all know the way you are for the torpedo fuel.
Hey, if I could take a moment to say something to one of our people in the chat.
Knock yourself out.
Okay, thanks. I'd like to say to Harry Marwick, I'd like to say thanks, Harry. A few weeks back, I was talking about throwing out this AK 3rd Gen airbrush paint that wasn't anywhere near airbrush paint. And he mentioned about how he had a good experience with it. So I decided to get it out of the bin because the bottle wasn't broken. It was still intact, and restored it. And it's working good. I'm going to hang on to it. I'm not going to use it for airbrush, but it's a great brush on color. So thank you, Harry. You saved me some money that I was going to throw out and forget about. So thank you very much.
Awesome, mate. Well said.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can't let your emotion, like last night when I whipped that bottle into the garbage can, I broke it. It was glass. I broke the damn thing at the bottom of the garbage bin. So I couldn't even go back for that paint if I wanted to. I'm talking about the Italian dark green as I was having trouble with. So that's beyond getting back. Yeah, there you go, Harry. Yep, thank you very much, mate. So anyway, hey, I wanted to ask you guys. Everyone here watches or likes Formula One. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's on tonight.
Okay. I was just curious because that's my favorite racing. I don't watch it a whole lot anymore, but I do love seeing old cars, old drivers, and the history of the sport, which I know little of. But there are guys out there who do talk about it, and they build models with it. But just recently, there was the anniversary of the death of that driver. Can you help me pronounce the name? Senna? Arlington or
Ayrton.
Okay, yeah. If any of you guys watch Peter Oxley's videos, he did about an hour on that because he was at Silverstone where the accident happened.
You know, the accident was at Imola, I think.
Yes. Oh, was it?
Driving,
okay.
Yeah, when he was driving for Williams.
Yeah, when he ran over that debris that I guess set his car up or blew a tire or something like that. I can't remember the story.
It plowed him into the wall at 200 mile an hour or something.
Yeah, that was
the same day Roland Ratzenberger was killed at the same weekend.
Yep.
Swiss driver.
Okay.
Swiss, I think.
Yeah, I haven't watched motor racing since 2017.
Yeah, I used to watch it regularly back when Michael Schumacher was ruling the day with Ferrari. My brother was a big Schumacher fan. And after that, I don't know. It seems Formula One's gone pretty corporate, where it's just big companies coming in and buying everything up. And then, those teams are always winning.
Well, Lando Norris got pole for tonight. So
what race is this, Jason? Where's it at?
I think it's China tonight.
China? Holy cow, Spain. They really expanded the circuit.
China or Spain, one of the two. So
hang on, Jess, I'll have a quick look for you.
I would guess it's Spain because it's summertime.
Where are we?
Laptop doesn't want to connect to the internet.
28 degrees.
Spain.
Yeah, it is Spain. Okay.
Yep.
Isn't Ricardo off 18th or something?
Yeah, he didn't make it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they got races all over the world now. They even got them here in America. I think they there was talk of having an F1 race here in Chicago, and I don't know how that would be possible because if they're going to race on the streets here in the city, I think they got to up their suspension. I mean, really, it's a screwed up city. It's just the infrastructure. I don't see how it could work. They had a NASCAR race here last summer. And
Van Gisbergen won that one.
Shane Van SPG won it.
Yeah, well, it was. It's kind of like hosting an Olympics. The city that hosts the Olympics usually winds up in the red as far as what it costs, as opposed to what they bring in to host it. It's more of a prestige kind of thing. And Chicago, it's not so much that the race circuit is not good. It's our infrastructure doesn't have the transportation. You look at a map of Chicago, it's laid out pretty basic. It's on a Roman grid system where you got a 0 east, north, west, south. But the city is old, the infrastructure is old, and you can only make the streets so wide and have so many hotels. It's the accommodations and the transportation getting to and from an event, which is what's messed up. There we go. Always good to have a Poochie show up on the show. But that's my thoughts on it. I mean, I don't know. Are there any Grand Prix races held in Australia?
Yeah. Every year.
Melbourne.
Okay. Melbourne.
He was in Adelaide, then I went to Melbourne. So.
Yep, run around Albert Park Lake.
Yep. And they classed it as the best Formula One track, or one of the best. Hey, Gary.
One Gary. Of the best. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Gary. Top of the morning.
One of the best tracks in the world, mate. One of the best F1 tracks in the world. So.
Yeah, the drivers all rave about it.
Now, is this a track or is it like a Grand Prix setup in streets? It's a track?
It's a street.
It's public roads around the lake, so it's in parkland. So most of it is public roads, but there's a few little additions.
Okay. Sort of like Bathurst.
Yeah,
Kinda like
it's actually a really
Toronto. I
good
think
circuit.
Toronto does the same thing, right? The Toronto Grand Prix. I think they just set it up in the city and run it through
Canada.
the streets. And the Long Beach. That's Indy. I'm sorry. I get my race circuits mixed up.
No, it's but it's funny how SPG, somebody who'd never driven a NASCAR before, and he's the first driver in history to rock up, jump in a NASCAR, and win the race.
Nice.
Have you seen the current NASCARs?
Yes.
They're exactly
Hey,
the same as
Mark.
V8 supercars.
So long, Mandy. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. What was that, Paul?
See you,
The
Mark.
current crop of NASCARs, the next gen cars, are basically the Australian V8 supercar that can turn
Okay.
left and right.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't watch NASCAR a whole lot. I prefer Formula One or you know what I like NASCAR is when they run places like Watkins Glen or Road America, because then
Yeah, the
it's
street road
then
tracks.
it's a road track. Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's what SPG does. He wins everything.
yeah. Well, the
He won-
man's a good driver then. Yeah.
He won 2 in a row. He won the last, not 2, but
It's on the trot.
Portland
Third one.
and Sonoma.
yep,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, Sonoma. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's a nice race. I've seen that. That's cool. That's another road course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I like. Yeah. The
I always
tracks
like
like
it when Alan
Daytona
drives
and
for
Darlington are okay, but I've seen those races so many times as a kid growing up that it was like, okay, I've seen. No offense to anybody who's NASCAR fans out here. I'm not calling it out. I'm just saying that for me, the big tracks, even the Indy 500, I can only watch so many laps of. That's why I prefer Formula One.
Yeah, I think it always very violent on a NASCAR.
Two-car mission, that one.
It's very violent when a NASCAR hits a wall. Or
Yeah, but they don't have too many crashes anymore. Certainly not like the violent ones they used to. Once they put the restrictor plates on there, they've been able to keep speeds down.
oh no, mate. You get a multi-car pile-up, and I think it's funny when somebody isn't educated in IndyCar or NASCAR, especially. They go, "Oh, why don't they just avoid the accident?" It's like NASCAR on an
200
oval
miles an
track.
hour.
Yeah, but a NASCAR on an oval track is not designed to stop.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah,
And-
brakes are optional.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, they're so damn close to each other anyway. One hiccup and you could have a multi-car pileup. It's just too fast
And IndyCar,
to
especially
avoid.
on an oval, you got nowhere to go. You cannot literally turn a steering wheel at right angles or whatever you need to do, and that the car's not designed to go round we go at that speed.
Right. Yeah.
It's called the laws of physics.
Yeah.
And it's great, Ed. It's good that you can draw a straight line, buddy. That's
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Jason. I grew up with quarter mile in my blood. My brother, like I said, when he was about 12, 15 years old, he crewed a funny car owned by a man that lived across the alley from us, and I grew up with quarter mile all over our bedroom, photographs from Hot Rod magazine and everything. So I hear you, Ed. I hear you. I don't watch too
He
much
loves
drag
it. I'm just
racing
saying because
nowadays,
he
but
knows
when I
it.
was a kid, drag racing was a sport that I gravitated toward big time.
I love taking the Mickey out of Ed. Hey Ed. Nah, he every time we get to chatting and we'll get on the drag race and he literally can do the quarter mile in about 2 seconds with his lips. he gets excited, but it's what we grew up with. We didn't grow up oval racing. We grew up short circuit, a bit of speedway, but mainly you were going left and right, on tracks. That was what we grew up with, like go karting and all that sort of stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, let me ask you:
Park.
Is
Yeah.
Catalina Park.
okay? Is motorsports a big following in Australia? I mean, are you guys as nuts about it as Europeans?
You watch Bathurst. Go and watch
Yeah,
Bathurst 1000.
Yeah, it's where they hold this annual fight. And occasionally
Yeah,
a race breaks out.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
the Ford Holden rivalry is still big here in Australia.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, they're not racing bloody Holdens anymore, are they?
Well, they're not going to be racing the Camaro for much longer either.
What are they
No, it's
racing?
finished this year.
The Camaro, I heard some talk though. I think they were talking about a Firebird, maybe. It depends what.
Yeah,
As Paul was saying, I was just going to say, as Paul was saying, the link between NASCAR and supercars in Australia. So GM have to sit down and work out what the global racing platform is going to be once the Camaro is retired.
Yes, we'll probably have e-racing. Right,
Yeah,
that sounds
right.
spectacular on TV.
Oh, there's James. Hey, James, how's it going?
Where is? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's me. Every time I put something in, it comes in 4 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it shows up as me when you comment too, as well on mine.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you
don't
got
know how that
Wombat, we
works,
got
but-
Morton. Yeah. Okay. Who else we
And
got?
I'd just like to say, Paul, I really
Yes.
appreciate you offering to put something into the StreamYard, but you can get stuck.
Well, bite me then.
Mate, I don't have teeth, so fuck off.
Or gummy then.
You
Well,
love
that
that,
sounds
don't
wrong.
you? You're just a teasing bitch, eh? Yeah, that's all you want.
This
With a
is
gummy bear.
wrong.
I always
Yeah.
said it's better with no teeth, Jase.
Yeah.
What's that, buddy?
You always
I've always
ask me
heard it's better with no teeth.
Yeah.
I don't
hang
know,
on.
mate. Is that from experience or what?
According to Kevin Bloody Wilson, it's put your teeth back in, and that's getting to you.
It's funny. I was actually thinking about it on the way. I was in Woolies, and I was going down the aisle. I was picking up some stuff on the way home. I went, "Oh, geez, I'd like to eat that, but I've got no fucking teeth." Yeah, but hey, I can still do it. I can still eat a steak, finely cut, about medium well. But
After it's been through a blender.
go sniff some more paint, you hippie.
Best steak
Yeah,
Burton
like-
Blue.
So I ended up with a double dip cherry ripe, so I was all good then. So,
Oh God.
but it was just, and I thought, well, I'm still alive, so that's good. So,
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. And when it comes right down to it. I'm thinking James, his son is still on leave, I believe. I talked to him Thursday, and his son and his wife had gone up north to visit some friends of theirs in Michigan. And so he's still there, and that's probably why he didn't show up tonight. He was gonna try and make it, but with his son there, I'm sure he's probably doing a lot of work during the day and getting up at 3 a.m. Probably snoozing right now. But he's a busy guy. He does. You guys tune into his channel?
yeah, absolutely. But, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, like last week when he brought his son on, and I thought, how proud of a dad must he be? But what an example of a good father as well. Like
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Jim's a good guy.
he's
You can see that right away, and you can hear it in his voice. And when you talk to him, he's just a good guy. And his son, I like that question he had about World War I armor. That one took me by surprise, asking about the tanks, and that was cool. I like that. In fact, I mentioned that Thursday when I spoke with Jim. I said compliments to your son for having that question. But I'm guessing that he's been busy with him and spending time with him. So I'm guessing that's where he is tonight, probably catching up on this morning, I should say, catching up on his sleep, because it's going on. It's 5:30 a.m. in Michigan where he's at, because he's 1 hour ahead of me.
Jim, let's just tell him next time the name tank was a code word.
Right. That's right. Yep. It was meant to be a code word for water tank. It was
because that's the place that was building them. That's
right.
what they built, water tanks.
Right. Yeah. It was, and the naval terms came out of it. You got the bow, you got the hull, and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. So you got these
Yeah,
naval
land
terms applied.
battleship, I think they were called.
Right, exactly. Yes, that's right. That's right.
And the code name went, that tank. It's 4 letters. It's easy.
Yep. It's you're right. Absolutely correct. Yeah. That's an interesting bit of trivial history for anyone who wants to learn about that. But yes, you're right. It was all built under a kind of a veil of espionage to make sure the Germans didn't know what was going on.
Well, they didn't until they saw them coming out of the mist.
Right. That's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would have been a bit scary.
And they broke down.
Yep.
Just like my face first thing in the morning.
No, what happened was that the Germans actually wound up rebounding pretty quickly after the initial shock wore off. They started training and rearming some of their artillery to fire on a horizontal trajectory and start hitting tanks. They started training certain crews to use the 77 millimeter. And you see some photographs of tanks that are hit by those shells, and they literally exploded. I mean, they're blown apart like a snake that sheds its skin. You know, it's incredible how one
They're
side
only held together with rivets.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, they were meant to stand. They were meant to withstand machine gun bullets, not artillery shells. Those artillery shells went right through them. It was only like a quarter inch of steel. But anyway, you're right. That whole program was built under a subterfuge, and the code names and everything. And tank, it came from that. Indeed, that's right, from the factory it was made out of. So that's your military history lesson for today, folks.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. So, what are you up to this week, guys? Anybody?
Well, I might break the eagle out again.
Right.
I got an RDO tomorrow, so I'm just
Just sleep it in. So you might make it on the Sue's channel in the morning.
Yeah, it depends on what time I wake up, but yeah, maybe, possibly.
Yes, I've been very slack, Sue. I'm sorry.
He's
Woke up at 4 o'clock and go, it's cold. I'm going back to sleep.
And you got work, Wombat?
Yeah, got a couple of big projects on at work at the moment, so going to be fairly flat out.
Okay.
So you're back at work, are you?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
And what about you, Jimmy? What are you doing, mate, besides walking the dog?
Well, besides walking the dogs, waiting out this heat wave we're dealing with. Of course, for you guys, when I say heat wave, what you're used to in Ausland is this is probably a spring day for you guys. It's been averaging about 34 to 36 every day for the last week.
Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit?
No, it's Celsius. I'm always speaking in C because you guys all go by that. So I've been getting. As a matter of fact, when I open up the weather app in my phone to check temperatures, it always has Celsius on there first. You got to tell it to go to Fahrenheit. So when I'm on with you guys, or when I'm on with the guys in the UK, I'm always going with Celsius because I know that everyone's going to understand that, and it helps me learn it. So that's why I'm kind of speaking the language. Get used to doing it. If it was 34, Bilge, if it was 34 Fahrenheit here in Chicago at this time, I would be wrapped up in a freaking parka.
Yeah, because I know for a fact that 100 Fahrenheit's around 40 odd degrees.
Yeah, roughly like 38.3 Celsius. And the reason I know that is because I used to work in the film processing industry, and we had these machines that ran the film through. They're all made in Denmark, and everything was set up in metric, including temperature control. So 38.3 is roughly like 100.1 or 2 degrees. So that was my beginning with understanding Celsius. I don't know the exact ratio as far as conversion, but all I know
32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius.
Right. I understand that, but I'm saying like when you guys go from like 32 to 34, how many Fahrenheit degrees are within that? You know, those two numbers.
32.
So Jim, multiply Celsius by 9/5 and then add 32.
Oh, okay.
We'll get you Fahrenheit.
All right. Well, it's easier just to look at my phone and tell you what the temp is in Celsius. I'll go with that. But I can practice that and get used to it and get better at it. But no, I always go by metrics as much as I can. Hell, I wish we had metrics here in the States. I mean, it's so much easier for a numbers challenged guy like me. You go by tens, and like you just said, Paul, 0 is freezing, 100 is boiling. How simple can it be? You know what I mean?
The base 10 system makes so much sense. It's correct.
Oh, it is.
Ridiculous.
Now, let me ask you. So, with the history of the metric system, where'd that come from? Did the Romans create that, or was that something post Roman Empire?
Post-Roman, it was European. I think it came from France, but don't quote me, YouTube.
Okay. Just curious because
Yeah, Paul, I think you're right. I think it was France was the standard originally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you, Ed. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are a lot worse off than we are. This heat wave has been sitting in the middle of the United States for about a week, and so it's like the real feel, meaning the heat index figured in, is close to 100. It's been like between 95 and 100 every day with the heat and humidity factored in. So it's not my kind of weather. If I was to move to Australia, I think I'd have a big learning curve, a steep one, getting used to the temperatures.
Many do.
And driving on the correct side of the road.
Yeah, that would be another challenge. But again, I could go to driving school for that. Here it is. There's Gary. Gary's got to put that one up, Jason. There you go.
Yeah, there. Hang on.
French Revolution. There you go.
Okay, well, très bien, France. Oui. Thank you very much for the metric system.
Well, that's because Napoleon didn't like the English, and he said, "We'll have our own tanks."
Yeah. Well, hey, is that why the British decided to put their steering wheels on the left, because the French marched on the right side of the road, so the British are going to march on the left? Is that true, or is that some?
It came from the fact that during the medieval times, when everybody rode horses, most people were right-handed.
Okay.
So if you approached someone and held up your right hand, it was a greeting symbol, but it was also, I've got my sword out now, I can take your head off.
Okay.
So that's why the British kept it to the right.
Okay. All right. I see. Oh, right.
And
yeah.
also,
your right hand is out toward the middle of the road. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. Yeah.
And I think still on the books somewhere in the world that in the original car laws, we're supposed to have someone walking with a flag in front of the car.
For what?
To warn the people that there's a car coming.
Oh, well.
I don't think there's anything taken off the books here.
I couldn't imagine someone doing that on something called the M5 or something like that, and like everyone let you know there's a car coming. There's a car coming. Yeah, they wouldn't be around too long.
They would, because if they're driving a Ford, you'd need one, because somebody's pushing the Ford as well.
But yeah, actually, Paul, jousting.
Jag driver.
Right hand, and you pass right to right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for your information on the history of the metric system. I was always wondering where that came from. For some reason, and no one told me this. This was just like a half-baked, educated guess. Was that it was a Roman system, because it seems like they came up with everything else we do.
I mean, well, the decimal system is easy.
Right. Yeah. Well, that came from the term decimated came from the decimal system, because the Romans would take 1 out of 10 and kill them in front of their unit if they performed poorly in battle or they were undisciplined. They were harsh sons of bitches when it came to discipline. No wonder they fought so well.
Oh, just look at the mafia.
Yeah, well, there's mafias all over the world, Bilge.
Yeah,
no, you're not, Bob. You're American.
No, yeah, Ed, okay. Left hand. Yeah. Right. I signal with my left hand. Yeah, because you're okay. Yeah, because the left hand
Because that's the
for us
center
is
of the
the
road
inside
over
of the
there.
road. Yeah, that's right. Left hand is on the inside of the road, so you're going to be signaling. You're going to be doing that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All
So
right.
I didn't say what I was going to be up to during the week because you guys already probably know.
You're going to be making paint.
Yeah, so making paint.
Yeah.
So,
Are you
figuring
are
out
you ever
how to
going to
ship
give
it
yourself a
car.
holiday, Jason? You sound like you could use some time away.
but see, the thing is, it's only me that makes it, mate.
I know. That's the problem with being a one-man band. It's everything rides on you.
It does, and I'm aiming. I will be going away, as I said, for that week.
Right.
Mrs. Outlaw knows how to not make, but she knows how to package stuff up. So any special orders or anything like that, they'll just know that I'm gone for that week. Huzzah! And yeah, that'll be taken care of. So
Yeah. Well, that's good. You got to get some time away, man. I mean, I know it's your business and it's your life, but you also got to, refresh and recharge the batteries.
Look after your life.
oh, get off my case, you shit.
Hey, I want to keep using your paint for a few more years yet, and if you're not around, I can't use it.
I wouldn't want to inconvenience you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass
Yeah.
having to go back to me.
Yeah. That outlaw
Yeah, we
paint's
don't
an arsehole. All he did was
We
went
don't
up
have to use that other Australian paint.
Well, other Australian product. I wouldn't-
I was being polite.
You were,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, showing some respect to the product, Jason. I good for you, Paul.
But I am going to do that. So,
Oh, good for you.
and as you can see, Jeff, he's the one I'm going with. One of the guys that I'm going to be spending that week away with.
Okay, all right, excellent.
And he's organised Bonneville, which I don't know if you might know, but Bonneville is our Augusta golf course, Augusta National.
Yes.
That's a straight compares to America's Augusta.
Okay, that's a hell of a course.
It's a hell of a course. It's absolutely beautiful. It's set in our bushland, and forget the golf course. Forget how good it looks. I'll be hanging with Jeff, and I'll be hanging with our other mate, close mate as well.
Just don't get arrested, eh?
We haven't been able to hang out together for 10 years, basically.
Oh,
Wow,
shit.
that's a
We've
long
never
Take his
together.
phone off him when he gets there.
He's very protective of me. He's the most awesome human being. If you guys ever get the pleasure of meeting him one day, you'd probably say the same thing. Very humble man. He was in charge of costs. He was in what you do, Bilge, but he was in charge of the entire city of costs, kind of thing.
Okay.
But he was a hands-on. He wasn't a pen pusher. So he is just. I just can't say enough about him and his darling wife. So he's made sure this is happening, and that I get time away, and that I get my brain freed up from and come back fresh and face the world again. So
Yeah,
Make sure you have some
you
time.
got you got to have it. Years ago at a job I worked at, we had this guy who was a really good design engineer, mechanical engineer, excuse me, and he was raising his
I can
grandkids,
look at that. Can't.
and he just kept on deferring his vacation, and he kept showing up to work over and
Just
week
move
after
the
week,
right
month after month. And he was starting to get burnt out, and the management stepped in and said, "You are taking 2 weeks off, and that's it. We need you fresh, and you've got to get away from this for a while." So he was literally forced to take his vacation. Now, you don't hear that too often about people who work for a living in America, but this guy was using his vacation time to help pay for his grandkids' education.
Yeah. Yeah, check the comment, Jim.
Looking forward to it, buddy. I'll make lots of food that don't involve chewing. Okay, yeah. Well, you know, it's funny
Jason.
you mentioned that. I got a couple of teeth that are getting worked on the left side, and they
You got
they
a
told
couple
me
of
when I-
what?
I'm sorry,
Teeth.
You got a couple of what?
teeth.
No need to show off.
Yeah, right. Hi, oh. One point's north and the other one's south. So
Yeah.
So that makes Jason a proper bogan.
no, I got a mouthful of them. I just got nasty problems on this side. So yeah, liquid diet, right? Yeah, liquid
I'll go
diet,
and get
soft
stuffed.
food.
I'll be time. Fair income.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
Jason, I'd like to
Yeah.
suggest a golf course for you to play.
yeah.
The Nullarbor.
Yeah, that's not a bad little stretch, that one.
It's about 2,000 k's long.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
no,
2,000
No greens.
kilometers.
yes.
Yeah, it goes across Australia.
18
Oh,
holes.
you're talking about the middle of the country.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Nullarbor means treeless plain.
Well,
Or if
that's
you
what the
drive in,
middle
it's
of-
Nullaboring.
Yeah,
The
yeah. I could imagine it would be boring. Yeah.
Yeah. If you look on the map from Ceduna in South Australia, the next bend is in a place called Esperance in Western Australia.
2,000
I'm actually looking at
kilometers.
maybe doing that drive in January.
I've done it twice.
Okay.
Once on a motorbike, which I'll never do again.
You know, 72.
Motorbike going through the desert. Woo!
No,
boy.
from one side of the country to the other.
Okay. Yeah.
Was it,
Didn't ride back.
So, Jim,
Yes,
how
sir.
I lost all my teeth was I had one of my tumours formed up in the top here. It
Yeah.
went through all my gums, and they had to take all my teeth out in one go.
Well, at
And
least they
again,
got done in one shot.
But then the Indian surgeon hooked up this top gum, didn't set it, didn't create a plate so that the gums didn't collapse. And I said, "What about dentures?" He says, "No, you can't have them. Just get implants, and they're only going to cost you about 85 grand."
Yeah. Yeah. They're about
But I can't
10,000
have Paul's
apiece.
teeth. I can't have insert Paul's teeth because the way the gum is, it's hooked, and you can't get a mold
Right.
because of the hook, and there's a gap in there to hold Paul's teeth. So he suggested I spend $85,000.
Well, if it's of his money, go ahead.
Yeah, he didn't mention he was going to pay for it.
Yeah. Well,
Did you hit
wait
him?
a minute. You know, when you speak, Jason, you don't sound like a guy who doesn't have any choppers in his mouth.
It's because I'd buddy talk underwater as well. Yeah.
Typical.
But hey, guys, we're going to hit 2 hours. I think we wrap it up because I don't want to miss dinner like I did the other week. 11 o'clock next Sunday, people. Be here. Be great to have your company again. Those who stayed from the UK, really appreciate you spending time with us again and all over America and the world. Boys, again, as always, an honor and a privilege. And you guys take care, hey?
Thanks very much for having me again, guys.
Thanks for
Always
having
a
us
pleasure.
again, Jason.
No,
Thanks for
mate,
everyone tuning in.
This
Thank you.
is not mine, it's ours. So you guys take care.
Okay. Adios. Bye-bye.
Later, everyone.
Yeah.
People, bye now.
Till next time, be good or be good at it.
You got it. Yeehaw.